the tag, put your name on it, and then sign in according to the color of your eyes. You didn't hear what I said. Take a name tag, go over there, take a name tag, pick it up, put your name on it. Then sign in according to the color of your eyes. You, sit here.
Dream. My four little children one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
キング牧師が暗殺された翌日、私は人種差別を理解させる事業をしようと決意しました。少しでも社会を変えたかったからです。
All right, people, I'm Jane Elliott. I'm your resident bitch for the day, and make no mistake about that. That's exactly what this is about. I think this is a mean, nasty way because race is and nasty. Today, I am here because I have been asked to do an exercise of discrimination based on eye color. Now, the purpose of this exercise is to give these nice, blue-eyed white kids the opportunity to spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours on the receiving end of the treatment which we mete out to people of color on a daily basis in this country. They're in a blue-eyed holding room right now. They are not eating, they are not drinking. There are 3 chairs in there for 12 people. We're going to bring these people in here. We're going to treat them as though they are inferior, because they are inferior. Everybody understand that? They're not going to learn because they can't learn. And because we're going to set it up so they can't learn. And if they succeed, who has failed? We have. You people want to fail? No. If they get power, who loses power? We do. You want to lose power? No. For 400 years in this country, we've been basing our judging people on the color of their skin. Eye color are caused by the same chemical, melanin. If you have a lot of melanin in your hair, your skin, and your eyes, you have very dark hair, very dark eyes, and very dark skin. If you have only a little melanin in your skin, and your hair, and your eyes, you have light skin, light hair, and light eyes. These people all have too little melanin in their eyes. So obviously, they aren't as smart as we are. We're going to accuse them of not being as smart as we are. We're going to accuse them of not being as clean as we are. We're going to lower our expectations for them. We're going to force them to live down to our expectations of them. And when they do, we're going to blame their inability to perform on the color of their eyes. Now, in order to get them into their adult ego state, we're going to try to teach them the listening skills. Now, what do we call men that we want to keep in their childlike state? Boys. We're going to call them male boys. You're not going to use their given names. You're going to call them boys. Or you're going to call them blueies. Or you're going to call them fools. Now, people, what do we call women besides chicks? Honey, baby, gal, doll face, doll, dumpling.
That's the catering thing.
Oh. Sorry. That means all kids here.
Means it's either all here or they packed it up.
We are going to give them no respect. How many of you have friends in that group? Let me put it this way. How many of you used to have friends in that group? Because some of these people are going to leave here very angry. Because they choose to be angry. And if they say to you, that made me mad, and I'll never forgive you for that, you need to say to them, you had it for 2.5 hours one day. One day in your life, you had it for 2.5 hours, and you're still angry about it. How often? How often have you been discriminated against on the basis of the color of your skin? Number of days? More than once in your lifetime? More than 2.5 hours in your lifetime? Since the day you were born. Has it happened to you recently?
Yeah. Cover up
Can you put the chairs back the way they were? Put the chairs back the way they were.
White people's number one freedom in the United States of America is the freedom to be totally ignorant about those who are other than white. We don't have to learn about those who are other than white. And our number two freedom is the freedom to deny that we're ignorant. Today, we're going to take away these people's freedom to be ignorant. I want you to understand how the system works. And believe me, this works. We make laws to support white superiority and to reinforce white superiority. And when you check down to how it works, then you change the law. I didn't invent this exercise. I learned this from Adolf Hitler. One of the ways they decided to use gas fuel was eye color. This exercise is not about precedent.
Go, people.
Now look at this, watch him. Look at him. Should we just sit anywhere? Should we just sit anywhere? If you came into a room in which the chairs were arranged in this way, and the brown-eyed people were sitting in these chairs in this way, and nobody was sitting in the chairs in the middle, where would you sit? In the middle. That would make sense to me. Would it make sense to you? Where are you going? Get in the blue-eyed section. The blue-eyed section is in the middle of the room. Get there. You're non-brown. As far as I'm concerned, you're a bluey. Now, this one giggling, what do you know about him? Because he's ignorant, well, you know about him. He's in his little child's ego state, isn't he? Get up here and sit down on the floor. You too, get up here and sit down on the floor.
教室に入った頃は待ちくたびれて何も考えていませんでした。ただ、手続きの用紙に海洋やストレスに対する注意事項が書かれていたので、何が起こるのかちょっと興味をそそられました。でも、授業内容の説明はほとんどなかったんです。
What are you two going to do? That's right. They're waiting for someone to take care of them. They're in their child ego state. What are you going to do? What do you do? What do you say when you walk in front of someone? Try it. Thank you.
全く状況が分かりませんでした。何の説明もなかったんです。
授業が始まると怖くて怯えると同時に怒りも感じていました。
Now, while I've been talking, some of you have been sitting there reading the signs. I'm not going to put up with that any longer. So you in the back row, stand up and read the first sign on that wall back there.
Only brown eyes need a fly?
Read it so we can hear you.
Only brown eyes need a fly.
Next. Stand up and read the next sign. Oh, watch this one. Watch this one. Watch. Sit down again and then stand up for it. Stand up. That's better. Now, read the next sign.
Blue eyes shouldn't hold political office.
Next.
I'm not prejudiced. Some of my best friends are blue-eyed.
How many of you have ever heard that before in another form? Oh, yes. Favorite claim of liberals, right? I'm not prejudiced, so my best friends are black. Has any person ever said to you, a good liberal person ever said to you, when I see you, I don't see you black? Every damn day! How many of you have had that experience? When I see you, I don't see you black. And what do you say to them when they say that? But I am. But I am. And then what do they say?
Because I don't see color.
I don't see color. How many of you think they do see color? Well, people, if they didn't see color, they wouldn't say, when I see you, I don't see you black, because they wouldn't see black, would they? So you immediately know that they're lying, don't you? Yeah, they are lying. there saying, I don't see your color.
色を見ないようにするなんてことありえないでしょ。色のない世界に住んでるわけじゃないんだから、もしあらゆるものから色が消えてしまったら、みんな混乱するでしょう。差別は学校で日常的に経験しています。相手が意図的であろうとなかろうと避けようがないんです。どう対処していいのかわかりません。
What am I supposed to do? You don't have to take that. And I take it you don't take it. Good for you. Good for you, because as long as you say, oh, thank you. And you know black people who say, oh, thank you. Yes. How many of you know black people who say, oh, thanks. I'm glad you don't see me black. I'm glad you don't see my color. Your skin is only the largest organ on your body, right?
Probably the part of the
この授業で一番辛かったのは、自分がある種の特権にしがみついている人間だと気づかされたことです。僕みたいに恵まれている人間は他にもいるけれど、誰もが同じ境遇にあるわけじゃない。この特権を守ろうとすることは、正義に反するのではないかと感じたんです。
授業を受けた白人の人たちは、白人以外の目で見た自分自身の姿を知るのです。
Do you have a paper and pencil with you? Do you? Over in your bag. Why is it in your bag? That's where you keep it. Why did you put your paper and pencil over there?
Because I did not know when I was going to be using it.
You came to a learning experience, right? Yes. You ever go to a learning experience before?
Yes.
You ever take notes?
Yes.
What did you use?
I used a paper and pencil.
Paper and pencil. And did you keep it with you so that you could take notes?
Yes.
Yes. Why didn't you do that this time?
Because I was not planning on taking notes.
You weren't planning on taking notes? You
No.
think you can remember everything that's going to be done in here and said in here?
Not word for word.
Not word for word, so what should you have done?
I
Probably, he's going to say, I probably should have done it. What should you have done?
should have brought my paper and pencil over here and kept it with me
That's
the entire
right.
time.
That's right. You're acting angry.
I am angry.
What are you angry about?
I'm angry that you're yelling at me.
Do you hear me yelling? This is yelling! Have I done that yet?
I say you're using a stern voice.
Are you defining me?
No, I am not
Is
defining
you
you.
defining me? Does she say I'm yelling when I'm not? Perception is everything. Do you feel like I'm yelling at you?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Because you were using a stern voice.
Oh, sir, honey, it isn't my fault you're stupid.
Would you like me
Now,
to go get my paper and pencil?
I wouldn't like you in any way, shape, or form.
Yes, that's fine.
Let's get that understood. This isn't a matter of whether I like you or not. Repeat after me. One hen.
One hand.
One hen, not hand, hen. 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 Lays eggs. One hen.
One hand.
One hen, two ducks.
One hen, two ducks.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four limerick oysters.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four limerick oysters.
Limerick oysters?
I'm sorry.
Limerick oysters.
Limerick oysters.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four limerick oysters, five corpulent porpoises. You can remember everything, honey.
No,
This isn't hard for you. Go for it.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four limerick oysters, five, I forget the other one.
So maybe you would have been better off if you could have taken notes for this, right?
I'm probably not on the news business for that.
I'm going to ask you to remember this for the rest of this time. Next one. 6 pairs of Darnell varsity tweezers. Start with 1.
One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four limerick oysters, five, I do not know, six, I forget.
You're going to have to know this. I'm going to keep testing you on this. What would be a good idea for you to have? Paper and pencil. Therein lies the beginning of wisdom. Now, 7,000 Macedonians in full battle array. Start from 1.
There is no other numbers other than 1, 2, 3, 4.
Start with 1. 1.
Two ducks, three squawking geese, four limerick oysters, 5, I still don't remember that number, 6, I still don't remember that, and 7,000 and whatever.
8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypt of Egypt. Start with 1. You wish you had a paper and pencil?
No.
You think you're going to need one if I keep testing you on that? Then are you going to wish you had a paper and pencil? Yes. But in the future, what are you going to do when you go to a learning situation? And keep it with you. Did you learn anything? Did you appreciate what you just learned? Did you like the way it was taught?
No.
No. Was the rest of you ever taught in that fashion?
Yes.
Yes. And did you have to express appreciation for it? Yes. Did you learn something from her example? What are you crying about? What are you crying about?
My feelings were
How are your feelings hurt?
just hurt.